Hello, welcome back to Tarot with Tarot by Andy. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. So I'm pre-recording, doing some pre-recording, you guys, because next week I am going to be busy out of town helping somebody. So I am doing a bunch of pre-recordings. So that's what you are watching because I won't be home. So here we go. I'm doing another request. And so this may not be true. It is tarot. So please do your own research. Adults only and entertainment. So this is about the nanny. Today is the nanny. Let's find out. Did they force her to stay awake at night? That was what the viewer wanted to know. Was she forced to stay up and do work at night when there was no Archie there because they hadn't gotten their hands on him yet? And they were in full waiting mode. And this is when she had the Darren doll, okay? During the Darren doll stage, okay? So that's what this is about. So, you know, she had to take very good care of that silicone doll sitting in the crib. But what was she doing when the silicone doll was just laying there? So that's what this is about. Thanks for the request. I thought it was kind of a funny request. Here we go. So what was she forced to do? Was she forced to still stay up at night? That was the question. Was she still forced to stay up at night? Was she still forced to stay up at night? Here we go. We have Knight of Cups in reverse. Well, we know Harry wasn't going to get up for the Darren doll. He didn't have that just do it attitude. And I would say it wasn't Harry because of this card. Harry was not being aggressive. Harry was not being emotionally aggressive towards her, is what this is basically saying right out of the gate. Then I have here teamwork. So yeah, they wanted her to work, but Harry knew that there was no child there because we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Pentacles is an earthbound energy. So the child wasn't there. Harry was not emotional over the situation with the teamwork because there was simply no kid there. So he was not pushing her and shoving her to do anything except probably lay low and pretend that she's actually doing something for them. So Harry was not an aggressor. Harry's just not aggressive, was not doing it. So we know it was not him going out the gate. So let's get some more 3 here. And we know the dishonesty popped up. The dishonesty popped up. So there was the challenges from the, we got in the dishonesty, challenges from the dishonesty. So she hated the dishonesty. She wasn't upset with Harry because Harry was just trying to stay out of it. But she realized there was total dishonesty and she was trying to heal from this emotional rock bottom of finding out that there was no kid and she had to pretend from the total dishonesty. And it created a challenge because she did not like being dishonest and she didn't like pretending that everything was fine when it wasn't. And so there was this ending closure card that was just around the corner because she felt this emotional rock bottom to discover they were being completely dishonest. So when she took the job, she didn't realize that there was no kid. It didn't hit her until it was too late. And then she realized that the 9 of Pentacles in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Swords upright. So basically, self-sufficiency with the child wasn't going to happen. She wasn't going to become taking care of any kid. There was no self-sufficiency in taking care of a child, is how I feel about that. There was no family member. There was no family member. The 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. But Harry did speak out and say, well, you got to still pretend. You do need to pretend. You got to pretend for us. We need you to pretend for us. But he knew that the kid was not there and there was no emotional aspect involved whatsoever because there was no child to love. So the next cards I have here, what we have here is don't tell anyone. You need to keep this, you need to, don't speak about this new path that we're going down, that we don't have a kid. There is no Page of Swords here. There's no child to talk to, communicate with, for the nanny to talk to educate, to be a voice for the kid. There was no kid to look after. Page of Swords in reverse. And so they worried that she wouldn't keep the secret because upright, this is a secret. So they wanted to keep a secret. They did fear that she would not keep the secret because she wasn't happy that there was nothing to look after. And they were afraid they knew they couldn't manifest it. They couldn't manifest that kid. And they were afraid with the Two of Swords having an option to speak about it. They did not want her to speak about it. So that might have been why they fired her a little bit early. And then we have King of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Wands in reverse. So what does that say? That says that, you know, Harry knew he was out of control with the situation, and he decided he wasn't going to go there and deal with her. It was Megan that dealt with her. And because he got too emotional, he got bent out of shape, emotional, because of there was no emotional child there, no new baby, and that everything happened super slowly, and they could not get their hands on him. So the Eight of Wands is everything was happening too slowly. It happened too slowly to get, so they were in waiting mode. Oh, any day now, we're going to get this kid, just hang in there, hang in there. And it was becoming a more of an emotional environment because they couldn't get their hands on this kid with the Magician in reverse. And that legacy was in reverse, and they knew they were just lying through their teeth with this card. And it was happening too slowly. They just couldn't get the kid. So the final card is this one, which is healing after emotional torment. So basically, she was just feeling like she had to just, what am I supposed to do? Just, I'm healing because I thought that I would be tired and wiped out from taking care of a kid, but I'm not tired and wiped out. I'm trying to recover from all the lies and from the deceit that there's actually no kid here. There was no teamwork here. There was nothing to team up. Nothing emotional. Harry was not in love with this new child. I got this new baby and we're teaming up here. No, these are in reverse. So there was nothing to take care of. So I think she just had it with the whole waiting mode for waiting for Archie, and twiddling her finger thumbs. Doesn't look like there was an argument over what she had to do, but the fact there was absolutely nothing to do. And there was absolutely no teamwork. So since there was no teamwork, I would say they gave her nothing to do. There was literally nothing for her to do but sit there all day and probably listen to Markle. So what did she do all day while sitting there? What did she do all day just sitting there? What did she do? Being forced to sit there with nothing to do. Getting paid to sit, I guess. Getting paid to sit. What did she do? Getting paid to sit. Getting paid to sit. I mean, you didn't get that job just to get paid to sit. So I'm sure she wanted to use her skills. Well, she realized that justice needed to be done, and she took it up with Harry, not her. She probably was afraid of Markle, so she took it up with Harry. So she wanted justice, which is cause and effect, the right path. And she talked to Harry about it. And that's why she got out. She didn't talk to Markle. She went to Harry. Said, this cause and effect's not working for me. You haven't gotten the kid yet. I'm tired of waiting. Yes, I care about you. You know, she looked up. She was kind to Harry, I feel, and Harry was kind back because of the cause and effect situation, but it was out of their control. And hey, no kid, I'm leaving. Cause and effect. I'm out of here. And he was emotional and just said, okay. You know, and then we have here lovers in reverse. You know, there's no baby here, and there was a feeling of loss and illness because it made her sick to her stomach that they had this narrative, and no victory. There was no victory. They weren't getting the kid, and this is because someone else was in control of holding on to the kid, which would have been the surrogate. She had sort of this emperor energy of enjoying the control she had over them. She wanted more money, plus she didn't like Markle. And then we have here, and it was emotional to get the Page of Cups, to get their child, to get this child. So, emotional experience and teamwork. It took teamwork to get the kid. They needed that cooperation with the nanny, and they needed it to go in their favor, to spin in their favor. And they needed this Page of Wands to get strength up. So the kid wasn't doing well either. The kid needed to develop some strength. The kid was weak. They came into the world weak. And that is because they forced a early birth through C-section with the surrogate. So the child was sick, needed to gain some strength in order to come back into the fold, into their care. So they were in wait mode for this baby to probably gain weight and get to a healthy weight to get out of the neonatal, whatever was going on. The kid was too weak. The child was too weak, which created this, and trying to heal from a Nine of Swords energy. which is cruelty, feeling like the whole situation was cruel. They realized what they did was cruel, because this is cruelty. They realized they had her cut out that child too soon to fit their narrative, to fit their timeline. They knew it was cruel, and now they were feeling guilty over it because this child isn't strong enough to come home, and now you got to wait. Your nanny's mad. She's leaving. We're afraid she's going to tell people, and now we've got insomnia, and we're trying to heal from this because we created this mess. And we don't want you to know. We don't want you to talk about you. Don't you dare talk about this. And it's also the Ace of Swords of the C-section. So she did have the epiphany, and she wanted out. She wanted to cut out. She was going to cut out. There was nothing to gain from it with the Ace of Swords. There was no success to be had because there was no kid. So, and there was no way for her to intellectualize with the child or with the parents. There was nothing to do, just bored. And she wanted abundance. So she wanted her abundance. She felt brokenhearted by the three. There's the three of them right there. Markle, Harry, and the nanny. And we have here giving and receiving help in reverse. There's nothing for me to do here for you people. And I'm tired of trying to balance my energy with you so that you can be happy. And this was the wrong path. This was the wrong path. I'm out of here. And the King of Wands in reverse. It's just, you guys, you're not strong individuals. You're not strong leaders. I don't like what you created. They created the scenario. They made this, they created it. Wands is creating something to appear strong and powerful. So to strengthen his position as a royal King of Wands, that would have been Harry. So she probably told Harry, you're a weak soul to put up with her and to do that. And she didn't want to feel discontented. She wanted to be happy with the job, but instead what she got was conflicts. She got a bunch of emotional conflicts as a result. And they were afraid, and she was afraid that if she judged him, it would go down bad. So there was a lot of self-doubt and inner critic going on and a lot of arguments. So they were all very doubtful at one point in time if they would even get Archie. There was a ton of doubt. So there was all this huge question whether or not they'd even get him. And then we've got here, and she just went right back into her normal mode, which I'm going to focus on the money. You guys can piss and moan about the child. I'm going to go focus on the money. And that was what she did. So she just went straight back to doing what she does, which is focus on her money-making plans. And she wanted it to happen fast. Let's get going. Let's make some money then, Harry. If we don't have the child, let's make some money. Let's make it fast. And in the center of it, and let's make it appear as though we're a happy family. We're going to give the whole illusion that we actually have them and we're a happy family. And that we are gaining wealth and momentum and everything's happening so fast. So that's how she handled it. So yeah, that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, like and subscribe and follow me on my other channel, Tarot Time with Andy. Bye.